Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium, and welcome to Disco Elysium, the nightclub that we proudly opened in the previous episode. Because, I mean, who cares about this murder investigation if we can do stuff like this, right? This is a really important business. But either way, I'm not quite done yet, because I think, I still need to continue to help Sona with her project. We fixed the problem with the cables, so we can talk to her again now. And we still have some smaller tasks related to the ravers that I need to take care of. But first, let's continue with this one. Also, I did get like a new skill point, so... Let's maybe increase a skill that I haven't increased so far. For example, my reaction speed. There we go. Okay, and now let's go and talk to Sona again and tell her that she can continue with her experiment.
Yes, what is it?
She doesn't look up from the keyboard. Alright, I talked to Egghead. He plugged in the cable. You can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
I might be able to do that.
Maximum!
Shouts Egghead, a great smile still adorning his face, larger than a red dwarf star.
Maximum is the only way!
Well, apparently he doesn't agree.
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style?
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
Okay, so you can't turn down the volume because the volume button is glued at the maximum position. That's interesting. So how about just, shutting off the music for a moment? That would work, right?
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
Why do you want to turn down the volume? I think what Egghead is trying to say is that the volume button is stuck on maximum, right? And, well, I guess she wants to turn it down so she can better hear, the results of her experiment, right?
Because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's an unknown phenomenon. We can always turn it back up if there's a need.
Alright.
Can't turn down the hardcore!
Yeah, apparently the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
She shrugs, consigned to her fate.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Okay, and apparently just turning off the music for a moment isn't really an option either, huh?
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
She looks around the church.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
Well, I'm pretty ready.
The lieutenant nods stoically.
Alright.
Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster.
What? What kind of reaction or result do you expect that you think you need your gun? Do you think some monster will come out of the anomaly or something? Ooh, hold on for a moment. Okay, ready, proceed. No, I think I'm ready. Let's proceed.
5, 4, 3, 2,
You're really trying to build up some tension here, huh?
1. Mute disengaged.
She lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room. Well, I guess the turning down of the music was not necessary because it's going to be muted anyway.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls.
Uh-oh.
In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
Okay, well, this is very unusual.
It's out there now, in the world, made manifest.
What is?
It will devour everything.
What? What have we just unleashed?
The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Okay.
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboards fills the air, joining the chorus.
This fragile world is about to break.
It's getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Huh.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
Well, at least Egghead is entertained by this. And again, I think he's basically entertained by anything. You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint. Hey, what's that weird rattling sound? It was in me at first. I've never heard anything this hardcore in my life. Yeah, I guess this is kinda hardcore.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
Well, Egghead definitely enjoys this more than most of the other people here.
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks like if she's alive. Ooh.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously. His eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
Yeah, I think Kim just wants to get out of this.
The window is going to come down. No, the
Uh-oh.
roof.
She looks up. A screech fills the air, a scream of wood and nails. The pillars of the church twist and creak above and around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
He's so excited.
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all. It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists.
Yeah, maybe this would be a good time to end the experiment and to mute the speakers again, Sona.
A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Alright, yes, just what I've been thinking. She reaches for the keyboard. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. Start tapping your foot. Yeah, we should stop. Sona muted. Everybody don't panic. It's beautiful. I don't know. It seems to be kind of terrifying. Everyone except Egghead seems to be terrified of it. And, I mean, Egghead is Egghead, so I'm not sure if I should trust his instincts on this. So yeah, maybe we should stop it.
Shit! It doesn't stop.
Of course.
Asil, have you?
Yes, I've turned it off.
She yells, holding the contact mic in her hand.
Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here.
Okay.
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop.
In the mixing desk, okay.
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, it's in the desk. Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop it. But I mean, it's going to bring the building down, apparently. So yeah, Egghead, it's in the desk.
And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Okay, so I guess he just pulled the plug, and that made it stop. Okay, so I guess Egghead actually had some sense in him after all, and he tried to stop this as well.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Even too hardcore for him. Well, that is certainly something.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time. This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
For what?
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now.
Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Okay, well, I'm glad that your experiment was a success. Somewhat, I suppose. Kim, did you hear that? What was that? I've never heard anything like that. You're going to write Suli's love? What happens now? Are you going to... something? I'm pretty sure Kim heard that as well. But let's ask it anyway.
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
Probably.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
So what exactly was it?
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically...
Yes, theoretically?
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
Okay, well, fair enough.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
So you're going to write Sulislav about it?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
And what exactly are you going to tell them?
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
Okay, so what's going to happen now?
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
Okay, well, I thought you were going to leave this place because you didn't like the music, but as long as they don't mind, I guess this is going to be fine.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
Well, apparently they do not mind.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Audrey. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Right.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Yeah, I guess sooner or later we have to go back to our murder investigation, although I still have some other things to do, like visiting my communist meeting at some point this evening.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive.
Well, I have a skill check here with even odds. Form a theory on the 2mm hole in the world. Heard of doomed commercial area? Investigated doomed commercial area. Heard of motorway south. I just got a skill point, so if I fail this check, I might just open it up again by investing a point into my logic. So I'm just going to try this now. Then again, I can probably increase my logic with a few pieces of outfit. Maybe I will do this first. I know that the weird head is giving me some extra logic, but there might be other outfits as well. Okay, we got some glasses and a shirt. And do we have anything else? Yep, actually have quite a bit for my logic. Now this is minus logic. And yeah, that's probably all that I have. I mean, I may want to increase my logic anyway, because I haven't done so yet. But I'm going to try the skill check first, so I can re-roll if I, invest a point in it. Okay, now let's try this again. How are my odds now?
Yes, what is it?
Well, these odds are significantly better, so yeah, let's try this again. Let's form a theory.
You don't have
There we
to.
go.
You already have. A long time ago.
Okay, how?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere, in a long forgotten discussion, behind a kitchen table, in the evening light.
So clearly this must have been part of my forgotten past. Okay, so Suna, it is the origin point of the Pale. Huh, well that's an interesting theory.
What?
The swallow, it's how it starts. It's baby pale. Baby pale. Well, I mean, that would make sense because I got all these pieces of dialogue about how it's going to destroy all the world and so on. So if this is like an origin point of pale, then it would explain why I got all of these thoughts.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
No, look up first. We are 20 meters from the very edge. The Pale is only in effect a transition between the world and that. Well, apparently we are just 20 meters away from it.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you. You have her full, undivided attention.
All right.
The lieutenant's, too. He takes his glasses off.
So apparently the Pale is only in effect a transition between the world and that.
Then what is that?
Well, I don't know.
It's nothing.
Okay.
No, it's less than nothing.
So it's less than nothing. The final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this, spread your hands, never was. Very deep.
Then the Pale is...
Simply a gradient. Simply curdling milk? What? I'm not sure if I understand that metaphor. So I guess it's a gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here and the Pale is not.
One day, when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
And apparently this is one of those places.
According to this, how long?
Until it starts swallowing, it's already started, starting with sound. Well, maybe this is not the best place for a nightclub then, if, the Pale is starting to swallow the world here.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
So you think your data loss is because of the Pale or some baby Pale swallowing the information on the filaments? Okay, I mean, that's as good as any theory Harry has, so there's that.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
I'm not sure if I can sufficiently answer that, to be honest. It didn't form in a church, the church formed around it. All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area, all the failure in matinees. I think I've had this thought before, that's how I know. Yeah, apparently this is not a new theory. One day all the world will be like that 2mm hole. And it looks like I can pick all of these options before I conclude. So yeah, let's pick them all. So it didn't form in a church, the church formed around it.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus. Or a containment facility of some kind. Built by the first settlers.
Yes, acting on an instinctual level or religious practices we've forgotten. Or it can be a coincidence. I don't know. It might be some instinctual level or religious practice.
I have considered the same. The bad news is there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement.
Well, does this mean that they all were built around some kind of anomaly? Because if they were not, then this may just be a coincidence that this one is built around one.
Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
But?
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
Okay, so yeah, maybe this isn't just about this church, but the doomed commercial area and all of the failure in matinees is linked to this anomaly.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even, say, software development?
Yes, even the revolution was defeated here. I mean, a kind of anthroponetic history. All the failed businesses and ideologies. There's something wrong here. Now we're reaching. People fail on their own. Yeah, I don't know. I would say yes. People are most certainly capable of failing on their own. But I mean, if we're already going down this road that, you know, the pale is somewhere around here and it can cause data loss, then certainly it might be responsible for other failures as well.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
She shakes her head. I should let the people still working in there know about this. They might be affected. No, it's better they don't know. I mean, I'm still not entirely convinced that this is true, but I guess it can't hurt to tell them about my theory.
You mean Plaisance and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Right. No, just the dice maker. I don't think Plaisance would survive this knowledge. No, just Plaisance. I don't think Neha is playing fair in this game. What do you mean? Well, if I'm going to tell them, I may as well tell both of them. And I mean, the dice maker apparently wasn't really affected by this, so we may want to find out why that is. But yeah, I guess I'm going to tell both of them.
Then go tell them.
Alright, well, I got 2 new tasks for that. And yeah, apparently I thought about this before for some reason.
An amateur anthroponetic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Well, thank you.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
Yeah, but this will have to be someone else's work because I need to get back to my case. And yeah, one day all the world will be like that 2mm hole apparently.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window, cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Man, you will certainly sound.
Yeah, probably.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
Maybe not the worst, but I'm not sure if it's the best either. Perhaps not. Yeah, that's still insane, but then again, so am I. The club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together. That does seem to be a bit of a stretch. Actually, now that I think of it, maybe it's dangerous. I have no idea, to be honest. It is kinda insane, but then again, so am I.
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out.
Well, we'll see about that.
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomorphic detection to perform in this district.
Right, thank you, Kim. And there we go. I just got like some updates. Okay, new quests and the sonar project is done. That's great. Also, let me quickly change my outfit again. So we need the armor, we need the RCM coat and the RCM cap. Yeah, I was wearing these glasses, I think, and the rest should be fine. And yeah, once I remove all of that, my logic actually drops significantly. So I may want to put a point in this after all. I mean, I usually can switch my outfit for the white skill checks, but it might be good to have higher logic for passive skill checks, and sometimes, especially during some red skill checks, you can't just, you know, switch your outfit. So increasing my logic is probably not a bad idea. And I guess I could also use it to unlock a new slot here. I mean, I'm kinda interested in this one, to be honest. Now that we've learned so much about anodic music. Someone's been walking around in your dreams lately, looking for something, tidying up, rearranging, storing away all the unrealized dreams, putting old paints in boxes. The worst nightmares have settled down for a while. A spot of light on the bedroom door after the dark, the fluttering of eyelids in the spring sun, a thought that arises only to disappear again, and yet there's a pattern emerging. Huh. I mean, that is very cryptic as well. So yeah, I may want to at least internalize one more thought at some point, but that's something for another day. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We can go and tell the other guys in the doomed commercial area about this. However, I'm pretty sure the bookstore is already closed, so I can't talk to Pleasance. I think I should be able to talk to the dice maker, but I will have to return there at some point anyway. Maybe we can just talk to everyone else again before we leave.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
The words echo magnificently throughout the nave. Yeah, I have some new dialogue here. Whoa, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary! Very hardcore!
His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact! I couldn't control it! At all!
Yeah, apparently it was even too hardcore for you. So what happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left! Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
What if this is the answer to Van Eyck's jam? We could use the sound for the bass. Huh. Wouldn't that be too hardcore?
But how?
I don't know. You're the music expert. Then again, he isn't really, right? He doesn't really understand much about it.
What about the compressor? The one with the spiky hair was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing.
Parallel processing. Okay, we have yet another skill check here. Interfacing. I don't think I really have a lot of options to increase my interfacing, but I would like to have a look at it again. I mean, my current gloves already give me more interfacing than this. And this actually might be the only thing that gives me more interfacing. Yeah, this is not looking great. Nope, nothing here. What drug would I have to ingest for more interfacing? Something that increases my motorics. Right. It's under tools, right? I mean, we got the speed bottle, and I always wanted to take some speed anyway, since I still have an open quest about it. So I guess this is a time. This is a time to do it.
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
Will it make me into a super cop? Wait, but Kim is here. He'll be disappointed. This is going to be really bad for my health, isn't it? Okay, my body is ready. Let's do this. Try some speed. I'm not doing this now. Ignore thought. I don't know. Will it make me into a super cop?
It will make you into more than that. A mega cop. This is your modus operandi. This is how you've done it for years. Let's go.
Yeah, but Kim will be disappointed.
See? That's your problem. A lack of confidence. Speed can help you with that. And, Kim, it can help you with everything.
But it's going to be really bad for my health, right?
It's not ideal, no. But you need the zeal. Let's face it, you're never going to finish this case without cheating.
I mean, this isn't even about the case. This is just about making a tape of music more hardcore. Which I guess speed is perfect for. Yeah, I guess I'm going to try it.
You raise the bottle, close a nostril, and inhale furiously.
Look at him.
The rush is almost immediate. It tastes bitter and caustic and stings a bit inside your nose.
Well, good to have you back, Officer Megacop. The world has been waiting. And I swear, if I'm still going to fail the skill check now, I will be very disappointed.
Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity. Your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your jaw clenches.
There's also a certain irony to the fact that I specifically convinced the ravers not to start a drug lab here in the church, and now here I am taking speed in the church. Oh well.
And, let's be honest, there's a little chest pain. The good kind, of course. You may want to blast a nosophed or something.
Yeah, this certainly had some negative effects on both morale and health.
You could work with this high. Like, literally work. Solve the case. File some papers. Maybe clean up your hostel room. Then solve another case. Then start a side investigation into the paranatural. Then build a radio computer.
Yeah, but I mean, at the moment I really just want to improve a mixtape. Can I do that, please?
Whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco. Time for a little truth. Tell the lieutenant you did some. Clear the air.
Kim, I did a little speed. I hope you don't mind. It was for professional reasons. It was certainly not. Feels great. Are there any downsides to this at all? Cool. Let's boogie. Finish thought and spring to action. I mean, I have seen the downsides. Minus morale, minus health, but let's ask it anyway.
To this? You kidding? There are downsides to not being on it.
I'm not sure if I agree with that.
There are massive downsides. It's a potent neurotoxin. You're turning yourself into a frayed idiot.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Anyway, I guess we should finally use our increased abilities here now while they still last.
Spring. Everything is clear around you. You're ready to concentrate on the next task in the task chain.
Right.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a speed button. Speed gives +1 to motoric skills. Perception, reaction speed, hand-eye coordination, savoir-faire, interfacing, and composure. This is good before a white check, but damages your morale.
Well, apparently it also damages my health, so there's that. But okay, now, let's try this again.
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
Okay, well at least it did significantly increase my chances here, so let's give this a try.
Side chain,
Yes.
the beat.
What does that even mean? Yes, please enlighten me.
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals. The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux side chain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Alright, sounds good. Okay, Egg, you need to start side-chaining it, and I'm going to explain it to you.
Side-chaining it, you said?
He turns down the music, his hands moving deftly across the mixer, setting up the necessary controls.
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you break him?
I am not sure, to be honest.
Are you ready, pussy?
Yes, I am. Let's hear the harder core mixtape.
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
Alright, let's go. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah, that's so much better. This has a proper beat. And we also have some laser show here now. That wasn't here before. Okay. Yes, this is definitely improved.
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
This is beauty! This is life!
And Egghead certainly approves of it.
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together, it's unnatural.
Is this the first time you heard something like that?
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel alive again.
Okay, so I was able to heal the damage that the speed gave me. That is nice. This one is for the Anodic generation. We have tamed the sound, made it our own. Yeah, I guess this is for the Anodic generation.
Introducing the ultimate sound!
And we've made it our own.
God damn it. This dance club idea might just work out.
Yes, it might. Now that you have proper music.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
This is it. This is a new era. The fabric of the world has been irrevocably altered.
That seems like an exaggeration, but okay. Right, there we go. We finished another task. This one was actually kind of difficult. I mean, the most difficult part was starting to talk to Egghead, so... Anyway, we have a few more minutes left. Maybe we will talk to Andre again.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Okay, he doesn't have any new dialogue, but maybe I wanna try the skill check again. My odds are a lot better. Higher quality audio, dance fever incoming, found the melody, found the beat. And since I'm still on speed, my savoir-faire is increased as well. So I guess I will try to dance, and I hope that these odds are good enough.
You close your eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
The dice are very gentle and nice to me today.
Total darkness.
Oh, here we go.
You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
I mean, the ancient reptilian brain also helped me with the karaoke, so maybe this is actually going to work.
Here it will begin.
Where did the church go? Where did the music go? What was it about unformed skulls? Yeah, where did the church go?
Who fucking cares?
Good, I'm scared. I hate waking life. I hate this world. I hate and fear everything. All I want is to dance. Please, God, just let me dance. Okay, yeah, let's just dance.
God? Where is your God?
And where's the music?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
No, really, why can't I hear anything?
This is a pivotal moment. Try not to piss yourself.
All right, I guess I will concentrate on hearing.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid.
It comes to you
Well,
like
sorry,
a
I
blue
cut you
whale.
off.
You sense it stir the tranquility of the deep. A single note of bass passing through. Then it's gone. Back to El Silencio.
This is where the beat plunged. It will resurface soon. Brace for glory.
And what was it about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn.
Oh dear, I don't think I ever had spinal cord talking to me before.
To rule the world.
Oh my god, is that true? As it ought to be. Where is it? Who are you? Yeah, who are you? You have never talked to me before.
I am the spinal cord.
And what do you want?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Alright, then less talking and go and bust a move.
Foolhardy, do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
Well, why don't you tell me?
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics. Somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing. Twist by twist. Turn by turn.
Open your eyes and dance like you've never danced before. Yes, it's time for our superstar cop to shine, right?
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism. A flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads. Entirely, rigidly, imbecile.
That is actually
without
amazing.
Pity or fear.
That is so much better than what Andre has been doing. Kim, look at me dance. Isn't this amazing?
Free from self-awareness. No deliberation. Only, and I mean only, execution.
Yeah, I guess that's what speed's doing to you, huh? Yes, way.
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second.
What's going on, egghead?
He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Turn to Estelle. What are you doing? Dance. Point to Andre. It's the law. Kim, get in here. Call for Lieutenant to join you. Is there anything more I can do? I want to break the limit. Yeah, Kim, you should totally dance as well.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
I'm not sure if he approves of this.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
What is Code 31? I said get in here and dance. Say to yourself on second thought, maybe I don't need to involve the lieutenant in this pioneering dance-off. I don't know what Code 31 is, but I'm going to use it.
The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses. He's obviously having trouble just to this new world.
Clearly. To be honest, so do I.
The Code 31 emergency? Really?
Yes, officer, I'm in need of assistance on the dance floor. It's not really an emergency, Kim, I lied. I'm sorry, Kim, I thought it would be funny to call Code 31. I didn't even know what it was a real code. I am in need of assistance on the dance floor. Come on, Kim.
The lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look.
What's happening?
The lieutenant is forced to yell over the futuristic music blasting from the speakers. I'm undercover. I'm not doing anything. The music made its mind up a long time ago. I'm just implementing. Help, Kim. I think I'm turning into some kind of hyperstar. I'm sorry, I know it looks crazy, but it feels too good to stop. Yes, that's probably the best explanation, yeah.
Good for you. Rock on, then.
I guess he's not going to dance, but at least he's not going to stop me from dancing.
Somehow, you managed to hear him sigh.
Hey, I called you to dance. We ain't going anywhere before we tear shit up. Well, apparently I can still insist that he joins me.
What?
Ooh, well, I can actually try to use my authority here. +1 respects you, +3 outrank him. I did say there was an emergency on the dance floor, did I not? The emergency, not enough Kim. I mean, it's actually a nice line. That's it, don't let the lieutenant leave without getting his hardcore on. Okay, I will try the skill check.
Who's the one in charge? You are.
Lieutenant, am I only going to pull rank on you this one time, and that time is now?
Are you kidding me?
I assure you I'm not. Now get your groove on, Lieutenant. It's all a joke to you, isn't it? Chain of command. Joke, future of dance, joke, well, no more. Cut a rug, Lieutenant. Yes, please, get your groove on, Lieutenant.
Get my what on?
Get your goddamn groove on, boogie woogie.
Sheesh, okay.
He backs up with his hands raised in the air, observing the crisscross of your feet.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus is that Ubi for dancing?
It might be.
Nah, it's not Whoopi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah. Whatever.
You talk a big talk, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves. Yes, go on.
Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate.
Then stop talking and do it.
Now, check this shit out.
Alright, now I'm curious.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, he's certainly dancing now. I can't believe it. Yeah, let's try to make the other ones dance as well. Marcel, what are you doing?
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin. looking at you expectantly.
Asil, aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
Okay, well, she's still trying to record some interesting sounds, apparently.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. She's still at her mainframe, pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she started nodding her head along to the music.
And what about you, Dance? You totally froze in place here. You have to dance, it's the law.
The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion.
Well, I mean, it's better than what he did before, but not as good as Harry.
The authority of the law is clearly unquestionable.
Is there anything more I can do? I want to break the limit. Well, let's try it.
The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive would be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
Well, let's find out. Together, where are you?
Here we go again! Hardcore fills the air! The sound above my hair!
The what now? The sound above your what?
Above my hair, man!
You have stopped dancing, Kim.
Okay, this is too imbecile.
And I have yet another skill check. Turn on the hyperdrive. Speed addict, Suna is in. Andres dancing harder, got Kim dancing. Okay, let's do it.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
Amazing. So what is this strange feeling I keep having, this cold even now?
I am la Rebachelière.
What does that mean?
I am the city.
What do you mean you are the city? Yes, please explain.
I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my hair is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms.
That is very cryptic.
Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat.
It's also weird that the voice is very soft, but the dialogue is written in all caps.
I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
So how are you talking to me?
The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck.
All right, well, that explains nothing.
I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space.
But who am I? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jante and Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul.
Okay.
You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
Okay, well, thank you, I guess.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Yeah, this may have been a little bit too much.
Had a good rest there?
I spoke to the city of Revachol. I don't know about good, say nothing. Apparently that's what I did, yes. And that sounds perfectly reasonable.
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
Right, I tend to agree. So let's get up.
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
All right.
Man! Now! Man! Now!
The would-be leader stutters with excitement.
Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people.
Right.
End of human development. Mission complete.
Right, ecstatic. I wouldn't go that far. Yes, my mission here is complete. Right, ecstatic, I guess?
All right.
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
Right, well, I guess this is finally it. So, I'm going to leave you now. Well, maybe not quite, but at least I'm going to leave this dialogue now.
Goodbye, officer.
Oh dear, what is this?
Tremble. The time is now. Ta'ola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Ta'ola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
So what exactly is Ta'ola?
Ulogu Theodos. Sino Zausin. Ipoli Osivien. Echondes Phronisen.
I mean, this is clearly Greek, potentially ancient Greek, but I don't understand it. And yeah, tell me more about this countdown.
Monday morning, the moment you arrived in this reality, are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it? Oh, is it because I gained too many apocalypse points?
Yes, you spoke the words of the
All right,
Palindropos.
I get it.
And the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Well, I guess I'm a little bit afraid.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos. Perhaps, just a thought. This has something to do with the hangover.
Maybe. But I guess I will opt in anyway, because that's what I did with all of these special thoughts.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vape.
Right. Okay, well, but this episode is getting like really long, but obviously I couldn't just interrupt in the middle of the dance-off, so I just kept going. I will try to talk to everyone else before I leave, and then I guess we will go to the Doom commercial area, maybe talk to the dice maker. I don't know, I will have to look into it. But for now, let's call it a day finally. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.